Hi guys, welcome back to yet another Laserdisc video. I don't know how many of these are going to be, but I want to do a few at a time. But first up is a classic movie, original Jurassic Park. But I don't know if you can see that, the embossing there of the where the light was shining over it. It feels amazing. Look at me rubbing the cover. This isn't it's like a fold-out case. It's got the discs inside, which they then come out of. I won't show you the discs because I'll never get them back in. And it's got things like this booklet, Jurassic Park, and it's like a history of like the park, and well, there's pages and pages of it, and absolutely awesome. This whole thing cost me a £5, a map of the park, Jurassic Park facts, stuff like that. Awesome Laserdisc. Very happy to have that in the collection, and it looks great. The effects, I mean, they still hold up to this day. I mean, considering it's like 20 odd years later, I mean, bloody, that is impressive. And straighten that up a bit. Next up, very split film about this. Some people love it, some people hate it. I think I'm in the love category. I think if you take it as a bit of mindless popcorn movie, then you can get through it and it's quite enjoyable. Some of the jokes are fantastic. But yeah, Last Action Hero by Schwarzenegger. This one's all... there we go, this one folds out. I don't know if you can see that. But there you go, you know, how fantastic is that? All nice and gloss and shine and blurb about the film and stuff. Ooh, I think that's the Jack's, whatever his name was in the movie, I forget. But it looks great. Plays great too. Next up, I had to get this because I always get it when I get a Laserdisc player, but it's a classic. Van Damme's Time Cop. I mean, it's a bit cheesy, it's pure action flick, but it's funny as anything, and the time travel stuff works really well. And yeah, so it's a great movie, and I love that on Laserdisc. Again, I've actually got that on Blu-ray and DVD. I'm just that bit sad, but I have found that the interest these days to collect Blu-rays and DVDs are just gone. I mean, my collection's down to probably about 30 or 40 discs of each, if that, and I've been slowly whittling away the DVDs because I never watch them anymore. I mean, I've got upscalers and all sorts coming out of my ears, but there's just no interest to them. But the Laserdisc, I've been working through massive collections already, and yeah, anyway. Next one, great film, Total Recall. That's a really good transfer, surprisingly. Most of these are stereo. I believe you can get Dolby Digital on some of them. I haven't got that sort of a setup, but again, it's great to know if I ever want to, then I could probably rejig my room at some point and put my amplifier on the back and then have the Dolby Digital somewhat. Anyway, next up, had to get this. It was 99p. Classic, of course, Terminator 2. Remastered with digital sound. I don't think this is the director's cut, which is a bit depressing because that's my favourite version of it, but there you go. Next up is an awesome movie, a classic, War of the Worlds. I don't know how well you can see that, but all this red writing, it's a gorgeous gloss. It's like an old 50s print. Looks amazing. Digitally remastered. All looks lush and it feels, if that one feels brand new, it's like it's come straight out of a shop. Fantastic. So yeah, only a brief one, but I think if anyone's interested in Laserdisc players, it's a bit expensive to get into, but only on that initial step, because the player's about 150, yeah, well, maybe, but that's about £100 up to about £200 for a really good one. You don't want to mess with anything but, I'd say, Pioneer players. Sony were well known for being a bit dodgy. All the other companies, they haven't had great lifespans, but the majority of Pioneers have been really, really good. The current player I've got, very good reputation. Mine's a bit wonky. It needs all there's like wheels and gears inside which need, I don't know what you call it, like relubing with some stuff or another. It's alright at the moment, but it's starting to get a bit noisy because, you know, it's spinning a massive disc all the time. I'll do that at some point, but in one of my earlier Laserdisc players, I mean, the player I had at the time was the best possible one you could get. And back then it cost a couple £100, and you know, 5 years on from that, they've now gone up to about £250–300. But they do everything. It's Laserdisc, CDs, DVD player in it as well, and it's all multi-region. I've got a multi-region player, and that's why I went for that one. But yeah, if I ever get the money again, I will upgrade the player and go for a better one. But yeah, I think that's about it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I look forward to another video soon.